G'day there, my name's James from Sportspower Super Warehouse and I'm here to tell you about the key features to look for in buying a rowing machine. Now the first thing to bear in mind is the type of resistance that's provided by it, and there's two major types: magnetic resistance and air resistance. Now magnetic resistance is the most popular for a couple of reasons. It's created by two magnets moving past each other, and when you change the tension, in this case manually, it moves the magnets further or closer away. It's great because it's whisper quiet. The other great thing about magnetic resistance is that it can allow for programs. So if you have an automatic change resistance, look at the specs sheets, it means the console can change the resistance throughout a program, going harder and softer, or you can manually change it on a manual machine. So that's magnetic resistance rowing machines. The other type is air resistance, and that comes from literally fans that you pull through the air. So just like rowing in a boat, the harder you pull, the harder the resistance created. The downside of that is that it's very noisy. You can get mag air rowers, and that means that it's got magnets and air blades. It makes a lot of noise, but gives you the features of a magnetic resistance machine as well. In a magnetic resistance machine, you'll see a term called flywheel, and that's the size of the wheel inside the chassis here. A slightly larger flywheel gives you more momentum and makes a smoother exercise session. I don't think it's particularly important, but it's a nice to have. Another thing you'll see under here is the rail and the length of the rail. So a big tall guy like me might struggle to get to the end of some of the rails. So you want to make sure you get one that's long enough for someone who is 6 foot or 6'1" if they're going to use it and they're not going to hit the end. Another key feature is what's called the reach. So as I reach forward, I want to be able to go all the way to the front before I start rowing. So just be careful, some of the machines, they dock right up here, and it means you can't reach all the way forward. So you want to make sure you're buying a machine that you can reach all the way forward and pull back to complete your exercise. One more great thing to look at in rowing machines is heart rate. So you can have hand pulse heart rates, but it's pretty unusual in rowing machines because your hands are otherwise occupied. So you look for one with wireless heart rate. That means you wear a chest strap and it communicates the signal to the console. And as you exercise, it can change the tension, or at least read your heart rate out to you on the console so you know where you're going with your exercise. So that's called either a heart rate readout or heart rate control programs. So they're the key things to look for in buying a rowing machine. So check out our range at superwh.com.au.